Hey guys, Allison here. Listen, we are living in very, very difficult and very, very dark times. And I know many people have been affected personally, either with the loss of loved ones. We're hearing so much about sudden deaths, young people, athletes. It's just really becoming something of a phenomenon. And many people have been affected personally. Many of us know somebody that died suddenly. And I think that we have to be careful if we find ourselves starting to feel hopeless, feeling despair, feeling angry, um, really fearful, anxious. We need to get a handle on that because that's not healthy for us or anybody. So sometimes when we use analogies and metaphors, it helps us to kind of shift our perspective. Now, we have a natural survival instinct. We want to survive. We want to um, preserve our life and the lives of our loved ones. It's built into us, all right? That's a natural drive. So we want to kind of keep that in perspective, though. If you were going away for a weekend, what would you pack? You're just going to be away for 3 days. Maybe it's not so far away and it's the same season. So you don't have to think about, okay, got to dig out the winter clothes or the summer clothes in a different season. What would you pack? And how much time would you put into thinking about what you're bringing with you that weekend? Maybe it'll take an hour to pack. Maybe during the week you think, okay, I want to bring that outfit, this outfit, whatever. Maybe you spend a little time filling up all your little bottles and stuff like that. All right. We don't spend a lot of time preparing, for a weekend away. But let's say you were going for 2 to 3 weeks to Europe. You're going to put a lot more thought and effort into what you're going to bring, what you're going to wear, what's washable that I can reuse. How can I pack it effectively? Maybe I want to just kind of do it in a backpack or a carry-on. God bless you if you could do it. We're going to put a lot more thought into that. We may be buying special items, special chargers, things like that that are going to, make the trip easier for us. Think about this now. Let's say you're moving from one home to another. That's a great time that we all start to purge. What are the things that we don't really need? Or maybe you just won the lottery and you're moving into the most beautiful place in the world and everything is going to be brand new. You don't have to bring your old cookware. You don't have to bring your old bedding. You don't have to bring your old furniture. Everything is going to be brand new. Now, that may be an effort too because you got to pick out all that new stuff, but it's exciting and it's a lot more fun, right? So we would put a lot more time and thought into, okay, what am I going to get when I get there? What are the things that I won maybe in this contest that I'm going to be receiving that I don't have to worry about bringing all this other baggage with me? I think that's a good analogy for our lives, all right? We're looking at when we see a young person die, a middle-aged person die, it's very upsetting because we feel like they should have lived the fullness of the years. But if we look at eternity, it's a drop in the bucket whether you live 10 years, 50 years, 70 years, 100 years, 110 years. You're going to be off this earth and alive somewhere a lot longer than you are here. All right, this is so temporary. Think of it. How many of you know your great-grandparents? Do you know their names? Do you know how long they lived? All right, they've probably been gone from this earth longer than they lived on this earth, especially with life expectancies back then. So what are we really preparing for, and what are we really preparing our kids for? I think we have to have that forward look toward heaven. What are the most important things that I can bring with me to heaven, right? My attitude, the love I have for others, my good deeds, my corporal and spiritual works of mercy, my hope that I maintained and maybe even helped others to be hopeful during these dark times. We're going to bring that to heaven with us, and a lot of the other stuff is not going to come along. All right, our relationships come to heaven with us. That's where we want to invest our time, right, in our loved ones and making people feel loved so that they can know God, right, so that they can want what we have. So I think try to manage your perspective. If you find you're getting overwhelmed, turn off the news, turn off social media because those clips are there and we're seeing some really horrible stuff. And yet, God is always in the storm, bringing about his perfect plan. All right. And he has a plan to bring glory from all of this. Doesn't seem that way sometimes, but we know he only allows an evil if he intends to bring a greater good. So let's reorient our whole attitude right now. We need to really look at what matters. Our goal is to get to heaven and to bring our loved ones with us and other people that we meet, to be that shining beacon of hope in these very, very dark times. So again, watch what you're watching. Be very careful. If it's getting you down, if you're feeling despair, ain't coming from God, back up. Spend time with scripture, spend time in adoration. Really important, find like-minded people that you can spend time with, that hopefully people of faith, that you can kind of build each other up, pick each other up when you falter and you're feeling like you're going to fall down, because these are difficult times, but as we persevere through them, God is going to bring something beautiful. Mary promised us at Fatima her heart would triumph and there'd be a period of peace. So we're in those really tough birth pangs right now. And I can't say how long they're going to last. I have no idea. I hope it's not long. But whatever it is, fortify yourself. Know your limitations. When you're getting overwhelmed, you're feeling burned out, you pull back, do some things that are, that take care of yourself, to nurture yourself, to just kind of be able to reground yourself in your faith. That's what really matters, because we're going to spend a lot more time there than here, and we want to make sure that we're packing the right things so we can get right in there and not spend too much time in purgatory, or God forbid, not even make it. And I think that's a serious concern that we have to look at. Where do we want to be? Who do we want to have with us? So how do we start to facilitate that right now? I hope you find that helpful. Please, if you're struggling, reach out to a Catholic therapist. Download my free report, What Every Catholic Should Know Before Starting Therapy. I know sometimes it can be scary, but it can do you a world of good. So I hope you find that helpful. God bless you.